It's just embarrassing. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me in another video. Today I want to talk about the difference between a side hustle and a business. Following on from my video last week about job hacking, I got quite a few messages, interesting messages from people I know and also people I don't know, about how shocked they were to the extent at which I'd gone from my entrepreneurial endeavors, if you like. Are you thinking about a side hustle or a business? In this video I'm going to talk about the difference between the two and my top 5 tips to get the most out of your side bit. Let's jump straight into this one. The majority of people are pretty satisfied with work and are happy with their work-life balance. To me, that satisfaction comes with being an entrepreneurial, and I don't know where this YouTube channel was going, to be honest, but in the process I'm learning so much. So even if YouTube goes bust next year, I won't feel any regrets because I love editing, I love creating content, and reading all these books and blogs and learning from the community makes me just a better investor. So but then there comes the point of making more money, and how do you do that, and how do you supplement your main income? So most people, when they think about making extra money, take on an extra side job. That can be quite difficult because what you're doing is putting your time up front. You trade your time for extra income, so you will end up suffering from fatigue and burnout. It also doesn't give you many options when it comes to scalability. However, if your target is to pay off debt or buy something nice for yourself, then it will do the job and you will be able to reach your goals quite quickly. If you are one of those people that don't get tempted by, say, the new PS5, which my husband is actually thinking about getting. He's a grown man, like why does he need a PS5? That's another conversation anyway. But to be honest, like if you're not tempted by those kind of things and those kind of or other wild purchases, then investing that money will mean that you give that money the opportunity to grow and also double within the next, say, 8 years. That's the FIRE mindset, and that's what a side hustle is. It's not a business. Today I'm hustling. No, just kidding. Sometimes people can confuse what a side hustle is and what a business is. The objectives aren't aligned. Now, business can feel like a hustle with all the energy that you have. Businesses, for example, aren't built in a day. They require time, effort, hard work, sweat, blood and tears normally as well. Those scammy individuals that will try and take your money with false promises will always exist. Chances are it's pretty much bullshit. BS. Where you will always need more time, more money, more effort in order to make a business successful, because that's just how a business works. You need to invest, and eventually if you're good at it, then that will pay off and you won't have to put so much time in the future. Third thing I want to talk about is the identity of a business. Businesses are permanent. They have personality, they have identity, they're almost sentient, though imagined, of course. But as humans, we create them from our imagination, and we personify them almost in this magical way. If you can't actually create sentience overnight, it took me 9 months times 2 in order to do it. But let's not go there. But back to the point of businesses, it may feel like a hustle, but at the end, businesses do need that nurturing and that growth. If they are built correctly, they can live and breathe without you. Creating a business makes us aware that earning an income is not a linear relationship. It's that mindset has been instilled into us when we entered the corporate workforce. If you approach your new endeavor as a short-term money-making expedition, then your mindset will stop it becoming anything more than that, and it will stop it becoming an entrepreneurial endeavor. When I started my supper club, I knew it was just a side hustle. I met some great supper clubbers, and we were working hard for that particular summer from the moment that the sun came up till well beyond it going down. The supper club was always there for me to build contacts, create a network, and see if that passion stayed with me beyond doing that, beyond putting that hard graft work in. I knew my limitation wasn't my limiting belief, if that makes sense. If you are approaching a new venture as a hustle, then that will become your reality and that will become your limit, and you'll struggle to make it anything else. Building a business is like planting a seed. You're building your foundation and you're putting that energy in for future stability and growth. You may have to sell your time to your business for nothing to start with, but you have the coefficient of its future success in your hands. It's that delayed gratification that's really important, and I found that that's what kept me going, because you have that goal and you have that target and you want to reach it, and you know that you will reach it at some point. There's a lot of scammers out there that try to make you live your life as though it's the last day that you're living it, and they try to take your money from you and try and sell you all these quick rich schemes that really angers me because they don't exist. There's no such thing as getting rich quick. You have to put that graft in, you have to work hard. The final thing I want to talk about is how to come up with your business idea. You might say to me, actually, Fifi, you know, I really want to make an extra income. I want to start a business, but I don't have a business idea. All the markets are saturated. You know, there's nothing novel that I can do out there. But that doesn't matter. You come up with your idea and your people will find you. The people that believe in you, the people that agree with your values, those are the people that will find you when you find your business and you find your passion within your business, and you find your business's soul. I believe that souls attract souls. So you find your soul for your business and you will attract your followers, you will attract your people that follow your values. There was an interesting book that I read by David Back, Smart Women Finish Rich, and I think I mentioned it before in a previous video. But an important thing that I just want to quickly mention here is the fact that he mentioned having a value ladder. So what is a value ladder? And you can apply this to your business as well. It's the values that you hold for yourself. So if you ask yourself a question, something simple like, what does money mean to you? You might start off your value ladder saying, actually, it's going to pay my bills. That's what money means to me. But then dig deeper, and the next step, the next rung on that ladder, you might say, actually, it means being free. But what does being free mean? Step up on the next rung of your ladder, and that might mean having the freedom to do things that you want to do, or having the freedom to do yoga when you want to do it because you don't have to work those hours. Whatever it is that your values are, your value ladder will determine that, and that value ladder is unique to every single individual. So your business will have that, you will have that. So keep that passion alive and find your soul for your business. So how do we do that? I read or I watched a video somewhere, I think if I can find the link I'll try and put it down below, of a really nice way to kind of find out what you're about. So have your page, and in your page split it into 3 columns, and in the first column you write all the things that you enjoy. And that's great, right? Whatever you enjoy, is it Netflix, is it popcorn, I don't know, whatever it is. You put all the things that you enjoy in the first column. In the second column, you put in all the things that you're good at. So, are you a creative? Do you adapt to new technologies well? Are you a mathematician? Do you prefer working with numbers? Whatever it is that you think you're good at, put those things in that column. And then the third and final column, you put in all the things that you're bad at. So, do you hate numbers? Do you not have a creative mind at all? Like, do you just think, oh, I can't be bothered, I just need things black and white? Like, and that might not be a good or bad thing, but whatever it is it your time management that is quite bad? Is it your financial situation that is quite bad? There could be so many things that you could put in that final column depending on you. So personally, in my first column, I had something like, I enjoy filming. I enjoy filming my children, I enjoy filming my husband, I enjoy filming my holidays. I have a lot of footage for things like that. And it's quite funny because I don't usually find myself on this side of the camera, I'm always on the other side. So what I'm good at is maybe adapting to new technologies, so I can pretty much pick up things quite quickly. But what I'm bad at the moment, especially with 2 kids, is my time management. It used to be really good, but for some reason, 2 kids, for that particular reason, it just means that my time management right now isn't as great as it could be. So it's something that I can improve on. It's a lot of learning I'm doing in the process, because the babies will always come first on top of any video that I need to edit or on top of any video that I need to record. They will always come first. So managing that time effectively and efficiently is something that currently I'm not very good at. And from all of that, you know, the channel was kind of born because it's something that I've always thought that I wanted to do but never got around to doing. Business world is tough and it is competitive no matter what industry it is that you're in. You just need to kind of have an external barrier which is a little bit more rough and abrasive, to just let go of all of those comments and all of that negativity. So that's where that hustle comes in, without the expectation of having that revenue come in immediately. I remember when we first started our Indian food restaurant, it was in a crowded market, and when I say that I mean there were lots of other Indian restaurants there. Sort of like the legacy left behind from the 80s and 90s when Indian food was like a huge thing. You know, everyone needed their Saturday night Indian takeaway with your chicken jalfrezi or korma or sagaloo or whatever it is that you like from the Indian restaurant. When we first started, we were doing less than 5 meals a week can you imagine? Our staff were even wondering, like, how are they going to survive this? We're going to lose our jobs. But we worked hard. We built relationships with suppliers. We, you know, built relationships with the community. And by the end of it, we were doing 60 times more than what we started with. And we had improved our basket value by 40%. That was an achievement for us. Automated the traditional Indian restaurant in such a way that we didn't have to be there on a daily basis anymore. It was difficult and hard at first because even the staff were hesitant to comply with, you know, all these new changes that we're putting through. But we could still keep an eye on everything at the touch of our fingertips on our phones, if we chose to, like Big Brother. So yeah, that's my summary on businesses versus hustle. I would love your thoughts down below in the comments. Please like the video if you like it, if you like what you're seeing, and subscribe. I'm still a new channel, so I would love all the support that you guys can offer. But until next time, cheers guys, bye.